Another day, another dollar. Thank the Lord for another 24. God, I knew that was you. I'm just getting back to the crib. Evening, night grind. Just got me a little arm workout in the gym. I'm about to meal prep. Take me a little nap before I go into work tonight. Quick correctional officer video that I'm talking about in this video. How to deal with senior staff, that may not want to interact with you or talk to you as much in your rookie year. When you're a rookie, you fresh on the scene, you just getting started in corrections, you at your new facility, your prison or jail, wherever you may be working at, you go in there excited, and let's say you go on your first day, you go in to relieve a staff member, man. It's like they just throw the keys down. They hardly say 2 words to you, man. They tell you what your base count is, and they out the door, man. You like, damn, what the hell? You looking around, you like a fish out the water. You don't know what to do, I've heard stories like that at old school. I call them old school penitentiaries, prisons that have been around for, maybe 50, 100 years, back in the day. I've heard stories. They was like, it was a thing where when you were a rookie coming in your first year, they said the senior staff probably, they wouldn't even say a word to you. They wouldn't even hardly interact with you. They felt like you had to earn your right. You had to earn your stripes to be, to be amongst them, a co-worker amongst them. You had to get, I heard this story too, they said where until you got blood on your uniform, you weren't considered like a staff member or some stuff like that, man. I feel like, I haven't really dealt with that firsthand. When I was a rookie, there was helpful staff. I got some good training from a lot of the veteran officers and whatnot. But I have heard stories like that, over the years from people that told me, like, when they were coming up, when they were a rookie, people that got a lot of time in, when they were a rookie, they were like, yeah, the veteran staff, the senior officer, they wouldn't even hardly say 2 words to you. I feel like that's bad. That's kind of bad for business, just because you have to think, right? These are going to be the same people that may potentially be coming in there to save your life. If you get into it with an inmate pull out a knife on you, start trying to stab you, inmates trying to jump you on top of you, pushed you down, they on top of you, punching you can't, you trying to get to your body alarm, you finally get to your walkie-talkie, call for assistance. That rookie officer may be the first person in there on the scene, so that's why I feel like that's bad for business, and you got to understand, some people are just like that. It may not even necessarily be that they don't want to interact with you or talk to you. Some people, that's just their whole nature and demeanor. I got some coworkers at my job now, it's like soon as they relieve you, they hardly say 2 words. You be like, hey, how you doing? They be like, what's the base count? They don't even say hi back. The thing with that is, at the end of the day, you just got to do your job to the best of your ability, and don't let that stop you from doing the best job that you can, being the best correctional officer that you could be, because some people, like I said, you just can't help. That's just how they are. That's just how their demeanor is. That's how they are as a person. You can't help everybody. Everybody may not be in a talkative mood, this and that. Some people just come in there, do their 8 hours or 16, 12 hours, hardly say 2 words, and they go home. It is what it is, Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not going to let that stop me from doing my job. I'm not going to let that change me neither. When you come into the job, you got a positive, upbeat mindset about the job. You speaking to everybody. You really eager to learn the job, do the best job you can. Don't let other people's, how they are, how they carry themselves, weigh on you. Or, what I'm saying, start to change you for the worse. Keep that same attitude, keep that same energy all throughout your career. I made a video about this not so long ago. I was saying, remember when you first got that phone call and you have been playing the waiting game. You like, man, you've been going back and forth with HR. You've been going back and forth with the paperwork, trying to make sure they got all the application paperwork they need. You may go weeks without hearing nothing from HR. You like, man, are these people ever going to call me back with my start date? Man, I'm really trying to get my foot in the door, man. It's been months, and then long behold, when you least expect it, you've been busy living your life. You almost damn near forgot about the job. Long behold, they finally call you back. Like, yeah, we got a firm offer for you. Or you get that email with, they got your start date in there. It got your report to the prison at this date, man. You're officially hired, man. You like, man, it finally paid off. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my foot in there. I can't wait to hit the ground running. Keep that same energy all throughout your career. Don't become disgruntled. Don't become a negative co-worker or a negative Nancy. Always got something bad to say about the job, especially, if you keep showing up. That's one thing I never got. When I see people, some of my coworkers, they always complaining about the job, complaining about something at work, but yet they keep showing up. So the job can't be that bad if you keep showing up. You continue to keep coming in to work. It can't be that bad. You know what I'm saying? I understand all of us are doing it for a paycheck, but if I'm not happy, or I feel like it's just not in me no more to do corrections or be a correctional officer, that's probably the day I'm going to leave. I'm going to seek another avenue of employment, because my heart's not in it. I don't want to put anybody's lives at danger. You have to be 100% in there alert, and you have to be on it when you're working behind that wall, because anything can go down at any given moment, So that's why I say, don't let them dictate you. Some people are just like that and whatnot. But this is the good thing, you'll be able to seek out help from experienced people that'll be more than helpful. They'll be more than glad to help you, give you the game, give you the ropes, let you know how things work. When you about to make a mistake, they come in and help you out and save you. Just how when they were a rookie, they had somebody over them that was helping them out. It was just like that with me. Everybody goes through that phase when you're a rookie. Nobody comes in the door as a correctional officer knowing everything about the job, being a seasoned veteran, going through different experiences. I was a rookie, like I said, at one point in time. Now I got 13 years in experience as a correctional officer. So I feel like it's my job, to help the new people that's coming along into corrections, that's coming up through the ranks. That's the main reason I'm doing these videos. I'm just trying to help educate people, trying to help put people on the game, things I may not have known or things I wish I would have known, things I learned throughout my career that could be helpful to somebody else that's coming in. You put somebody else in position to succeed, so they can do good, and then I love it when I'm getting all this feedback. I'm getting all these comments about people that's starting, they finally got their start day, or they just starting corrections, they've been in that a week, 2 weeks, a month. They telling me my videos are being helpful. That makes me feel like I'm making an impact. I'm making a difference out here. I'm helping people as far as educating them and helping them along with the process, as far as getting their feet wet, getting their foot in the door, and becoming a good correctional officer, But two, with those type of people, a lot of things at work, you can't take it personal neither, man. Like I mentioned, that's how some people are. That's how some people are going to be. Some people, they might not even be disgruntled or anything like that. They just may not say a lot. Some people just don't say a lot when they're always serious. You can't hardly get a smile out of them. It just is what it is, and I still try to do my job the best of my ability. If I'm working with them people, as long as the job is getting done, then I'm cool. Even if we sit in the same office and we don't say a word, the whole ship, it is what it is, man. I'm going to find something to preoccupy my time. They ain't stopping nothing over here. I'm going to do me regardless. We can have a long, quiet shift where we can damn interact, talk, crack jokes, while we doing our job. The choice is theirs. You know what I'm saying? But like I mentioned too, once you have gone through the ranks and you move up, you in that position where now you like, okay, I got some time under my belt. I'm not a rookie no more. I'm not a fish no more. I know how the ropes go. I know how this thing runs. I've been working a few years, 5, 10 years. Now you a veteran. You got time in, especially depending on the institution you at. Some institutions, they have a higher turnover rate than other institutions. For instance, when I worked at the county jail in West Virginia, the turnover rate was crazy. By the time I had my 2 years in, I was almost at the top of the totem pole as far as seniority. I was considered a senior staff member versus where I'm at now, the federal prison in North Carolina. I got 11 years in. I'm not even halfway up the totem pole. It's people with 15, 20, 25 years. It's a lot of people with a lot more time than me, you know. But like I say, I still got time, man. You know, once you get that experience under your belt, you know, be the change that you want to see in corrections. You know, remember, you know, how those people were that you may have dealt with or encountered that hardly said anything. You know, they seemed like they didn't want to interact with you or talk to you. Don't be like I said, be the change you want to see. Do the opposite of that. You know, when somebody comes in, they knew you got a new hiring class of officers coming in. They come in and ask you questions. They looking up to you. You're the veteran now, man. You like the big dog in there. You know, they're going to come to you and ask you for advice or ask you how things go. So make sure that you're being helpful. You're helping them out to the best of your ability. You know, pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, not everybody in there is going to be like that. Most people, to be honest, will help you out if you ask them. You know, I feel like most people in the job, majority of them, 9 times out of 10, they'll be more than glad to help you, assist you. If you got any type of questions, you're unsure about something, you know, and you don't want to make a wrong decision, you know. I feel like anybody you go to and ask, they'll let you know how things are done. And if they don't know, they'll go reach out to the resources and ask somebody who does know. You know, worst case scenario, if you on the unit by yourself, you know, you're not sure of what's going on, you know, always stick to the policy and procedure, of course, but call somebody, get somebody on the phone, the walkie-talkie, call them, the supervisor, somebody that may be working next door to you. You know, they probably been working there a few years. They know how things go, how things are supposed to run. You know, call and ask before you do anything that could possibly jeopardize your career or make any drastic decision. Always call and check. You know, an inmate come up to me, you know, and they ask me something and I'm not sure. I've always been the type to say, you know, I'm not sure about that. Let me call somebody and let me check on that for you, you know, and I'll get back with you, you know. Or they ask me something and I'm like, I can't make no guarantees, but I'll see what I can do. That way, you know, the inmate don't got you on the hook saying you said yeah or you're going to do this, and now it's like you get in a predicament where it's like you're going against your word. I always use that. It's worked for me plenty of times throughout my career, you know. But that's how you deal with, you know, people that may not interact with you in the beginning. You know, they may be trying to learn your style. They don't know who you are. You know, if you're serious about the job or not. You know, you got cases where officers may be dirty. You know, they could have got burnt before dealing with a dirty officer, you know, and almost got them hemmed up. So some people may just have their reservations. It is what it is. Like I said, there's going to be plenty people within your institution that'll be more than willing to help you out. If you have a question about anything, you know, there's field training. There's usually officers that are designated to be like training officers. You know, that's like a collateral duty or maybe a job title. You got staff members that have been there a long time. That's their job. They're like a training officer. You know, that's basically the person you call as a rookie or a new staff member when you have a question about how something is supposed to go down in the institution, you know. So you will do good, you know. At the end of the day, just stick to the policy and procedure. Try to learn as much as you can about the job. Ask as many questions as you can, you know. Try to work as many different posts as you can in your first year so you can learn how the institution runs, you know, be visible. You know, like I said, keep that same energy you had when you finally got the call back saying that you were hired. Don't become disgruntled. Don't become a negative Nancy, always nagging and stuff like that. That's bad for business, man. It just brings down the work morale even lower. You know, it's already a negative environment as it is. You know, we dealing with inmates who don't want to be there. You know, you're dealing with people that are violent, have a history of violence, you know, staff assaults, assaulting other inmates, people in there for violent crimes, murder, robbery, homicide, leading violent drug criminal organizations. So it's already a negative environment as it is. You know, you don't want to add to that stress, you know, because you got to constantly be on alert. You constantly have to be on your toes, constantly checking over your shoulders. Oh, I'm walking up the hallway by myself. It's about to be a corner coming up. Is it an inmate right there behind the corner waiting with a knife to try to put in my throat? Stuff like that, you know. So just do good. Do the best you can at the end of the day, man, and you'll be all right. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got the merchandise for sale. shop with me on my website, www.theghettobodybuilder.com. Y'all got any comments, questions, or concerns? Leave a comment in the comment box. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.